Welcome viewers. This section is going to provide explanation about MS Office questions. So as I have told you that Unix and Linux section also was about commands, and MS Office portion will also have some number of commands. So it is better that you memorize these commands as there are no explanation to make the question easier. These are just commands which you have to remember. The first question in the MS Office section is you can use dash to copy selected text and dash to paste it in a document. This is a very easy question as control plus C is used to copy and control plus V is used to paste. The next question is each box in a spreadsheet of a MS Excel is called cell. Okay. The next question is when a file is saved for the first time, it must be given a name. So this is the basic thing that whenever you save a file, and the command to save a file is control plus S. Just memorize the commands. So whenever you press control plus S to save a file, it would ask you for a unique name so that you can identify the file. The next question is the letter and the number intersecting column and row is called cell address. Okay. So in MS Excel, we have cell addresses so that we can reach out to the specific cell. The next question is forms that are used to organize business data into rows and columns are called spreadsheets. Basically, spreadsheets are the electronic documents that in which data is arranged in the form of rows and columns, or you can say in a form of grids. The next question is a feature of MS Word that saves the document automatically after certain interval is available on, that is the option is save tab on options dialog box. So this question is kind of a practical question as if you have used MS Office you would know the answer. The next question is background color or effects applied on a document is not visible in print preview. We cannot view the background color as print preview gives you an idea that how the printout will look. The next question is borders can be applied to all of the above. We can apply border tab to all of the cells, text or paragraphs. The next question is how many ways you can save a document. So to save a document, there are 3 ways and the commands are written here. Control plus S, which I have told you. Next is clicking file on top left corner and then save. And then the next question is press F12 and choose location to save. So these are the 3 ways. If you need to change the typeface of a document, which menu you will choose? But which menu we will use? We will use the format menu. The next question is if a previously saved file is edited, the file must be saved against to store the changes. Okay. So this question is basically asking that if we have a file which is saved earlier and now I want to change some data and I change it. So do I need to save the file again? Yes, I need to save the file again. The next question is a dash is a collection of information and saved as unit. So a file is basically a information that is saved as a unit. What is the overall term for creating, editing, formatting, storing, retrieving and printing a text document? So this is a pretty easier question as when we are able to create, edit, format, store, retrieve and print a text document, we say it a word processing software. The next question is a file is often referred to as a document. We refer the file as a document. Microsoft Office is an example of a closed source software. Okay. Microsoft Office is a closed source software, which means the source code is not published. The next question is if you want to keep track of different editions of a document, which features will you use? So the feature that will be providing us the track of the different editions of a document would be versions. The next question is portrait and landscape are basically page orientation schemes that tells you that whether to take the page in portrait view or in landscape view. The key F12 opens a save as dialog box. The next question is what is the portion of a document in which you set certain page information options? So the portion of a document is section. What is gutter margin? Margins that added to the left margin when printing. So that is a gutter margin. I have told you earlier that these are some application based questions in this portion of MS Office. The next question is to correct the spelling in MS Word we use spell check. This is pretty much easier as we all use MS Word and spell check is being used to look out for any spelling mistakes. Which one of the following software applications would be the most appropriate for performing numerical and statistical calculations? So we know that we do all the mathematical and numerical calculations over the spreadsheets, MS Excel spreadsheet. The next question is the background of any Word document can have any color you choose. This is an easy question as we can choose any background color. Text in a column is generally aligned to the left. This is about the alignment, that there are center alignment, there is right alignment, there is left, and there is justified. And by default it is left. The collection of a related file is called database. So database is basically a collection of records or files. The next question is what is the place to the left of the horizontal scroll bar? So the place that is left to the horizontal scroll bar is called view buttons. What is the default left margin in World 2003 document? So the default margin is 1.25 inches. Again, the question is about the memorizing. You have to remember it. You have to memorize it in your mind. What is the shortcut key to open the open dialog box? The shortcut key is Ctrl plus F12. Again, the command question. Where you can find the horizontal split bar on MS Word? So the answer is on the top of the vertical scroll bar. The next question is in which file starts MS Word? So MS Word starts in winword.exe. That is executable file. The next question is in which group do we work at the time of the text formatting in Word? So we work in the group of the table, paragraphs and indexes. Okay, you have to remember the option that table, paragraph and indexes. Next question is to save an existing file with a new location we should command save as. Okay, so that the existing file would also be saved by the name and the new file would be saved by the new name that you have given. The next question is in PowerPoint the header and footer button can be found on the insert tab in Word group. So the header and footer button is found in the text group. The next question is in which PowerPoint view displays each slide of the presentation as a thumbnail and is useful for rearranging slide. Okay, so the PowerPoint view that automatically arranges as thumbnails and is useful for rearranging of slides is slide sorter. Which is the list of data? What is the list of data files of any database called? That is called data dictionary. Which of the following is not a font style? Just look at the options. Bold, italic and regular are font styles. Superscript is not. Which is the following is not type of page margin? You can shift the margin to left, right, top, but not center. The next question is which of the following is not available on the ruler of MS Word screen? So there is no center indent. Which of the following is not valid version of MS Office? Office XP is there, Office 2007 is there, Office Vista is not there. You cannot close MS Word application by choosing file menu then exit submenu or press Alt plus F4. Okay, these are the options which can help you to close the MS Word application, but you cannot close the MS Word application by from file menu and choose close submenu. The next question is what is the main folder on a storage device called? That is called the root directory, the main folder. An Excel workbook is a collection of worksheets. Okay, which of the following is not related to text formatting? So when we format a text, we can do the line spacing, we can do the margin change, we can do the text spacing, but in text formatting, we don't do the searching. In a spreadsheet program, the dash contains related worksheets and documents. So the spreadsheet program, the workbook is basically the one that contains the related worksheets and documents. The word wrap feature does what? It basically automatically moves the text to the next line when the necessary. So word wrap feature is going to move the text to the next lines. What is the default file extension for all Word documents? That is .doc. A directory within a directory is called a subdirectory. What was the HTML editor that was part of a Microsoft Office until 2003? So front page was the HTML editor that was a part of the Microsoft Office 2003. Which of the following software application was not part of a first version of Microsoft Office? Outlook was not first launched with the first version of the Microsoft Office. It was launched later. Which one of the following most suitable reason to use macros MS Office? That is MS Office is basically a comprising of Word, Excel, PPT, etc. So basically macros are used to automate the repetitive task. The next question is which is not a font style? Again, bold, italic, regular are fonts, but superscript is not. What is the gutter margin? This is again a repetition of the question. Then there is landscape. Landscape is a page orientation, not a page layout. The next question is typeface option will come under which menu? So typeface option will come under format menu. Background color of a document is not visible in the print preview. What is a portion of a document in which you set certain page formatting options? Okay, so we use the section. Which of the following is not it's not available on the ruler of the MS Word? That is center indent. You can shift the page to left to right but not to center indent. What is the shortcut for the line break? That is shift plus enter. By pressing F12, what will happen? We know that by pressing F12 Save as dialog box will open up. How to use format printer multiple times? To use format printer multiple times, double click on the format printer icon. Next question is stop position cannot be following alignment. Justify alignment. Okay. Next question is what is the use of bookmarks? If you want to go on a specific location within a document, you use the bookmarks, just like you use the bookmarks in your novel reading. So they are just the same. Which feature is used to replace straight quotes with the smart quotes as you type? So if you want to replace your straight quotes with the smart quotes, you will use auto format as you type. What can be searched by find? Anything can be searched by find. You just have to give it into the search string. On which page the header or footer is printed by default? So basically, if you want the header and footer on every page, you can put in every page. Which of these toolbars allows changing of fonts and their sizes? So the answer is formatting is the option that would allow you to change the fonts and their sizes. How to insert a sound file in a Word document? The option is from you go to insert and then you choose the object menu option, and that put sound file in your Word document.